guys. What's the problem? Everything's normal. Where did I get this? Have you ever seen Batman and I in the same room? I didn't think so. Am I 12 years old? Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Did I get this at Goodwill for like $5? Yeah. Best $5 I've ever spent. The camera doesn't know what to do. I can't anymore. I can't. Okay. Yes, I legitimately bought that at we were doing fall decoration shopping earlier. And that was there, and my intrusive thoughts took over, and now I have a Batman mask. So good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everybody out there on Twitch, YouTube, and Kick.com. Thank you guys so much for being here. If you are watching this live, I really do appreciate it. If you're watching this as a VOD later, that's cool too. I appreciate the time you're spending regardless. Listen, I took last night off. Excuse me. I took last night off, and nothing bad at all. I think I just forgot to post closer to the time we'd talked about it previously, but I was actually at a concert last night. The headliner was Demon Hunter. So it was Demon Hunter, Convictions, Cultist, and War of Ages. This is actually my War of Ages. I got merch from bands that I enjoyed. This isn't any hate at Cultist. I just wasn't a huge fan. It's a little too heavy even for me. So, but yeah, let me actually find out where my other shirts help. I'll show you the haul. We only got like 3 graphic tees. Hang on. Hey, Ray. Just kidding. My wife is incredible and is already washing the other ones. But I got this one from War of Ages. And I suppose we can probably do this for a second. Should be good. But I'll go ahead and move this so you guys can see it a little bit better. This is the War of Ages shirt. That is going a little too high, I bet. That's not too bad. I'll stand on my tiptoes. There we go. War of Ages shirt. Pretty dope. Yeah, man. I already wore it and took it off.
Off?
I had my moment.
You have to...
No. What's up, Junker Pig? Good to see you. Golf Boy, good to see you. Teriyaki. Yes, I was bald at one point. I voluntarily shaved my head. I was getting sick of the balding, and you can really tell if I lean down here, it's happening, bro. It's happening. So I finally have my standing desk working. Which the desk was working before. The problem was that it wasn't cable managed well enough to do the standing function, so I took the time to do that. I had to buy a couple of extra cables and stuff. Kids, I tell you. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. Nah, it looks solid still. I got nothing left, bro. Do you? No way. Yo, Teriyaki over on Kick is a person I went to school with. And bro had a full head of hair in high school. I mean, so did I. I mean, I'm sorry for everything you had to experience and endure, but yeah, my hair was something during high school, dude. It was something. You're stray bald? No way, bro. That's crazy. Unlucky, dude. How old am I? I'm 29. I'll be 30 next year. But yeah, we got a new microphone arm. That's why this thing is so easy to move around now. It's also way in a much better position to be like spoken into, which I'm excited about. We got that. It's no longer covering my my monitors, which I'm really, really excited about. You got more hair than me, don't worry. And actually, Corndog Cake over on YouTube, or Blatant as I know you, it's probably not perfect. It's got a little bit of crookedness to it. Try and see if we can fix that a little bit. It looks more crooked in the room, but this is actually level. So, but yeah, this is new camera POV. It was a little bit more of an angle. It was over off to the left a little bit further. But I actually like the more, like, not dead on, like right in front of me, but just off a little bit less harsh to the left. So here we are. So we made that happen. I just had to get, I've used the Elgato multi-mount system for a while, but I just didn't have the all of the extensions. I had like the small, there's like a large and a small version, and then the original like mount itself. And I got the larger mount system, so I had more versatility. Moved that. I'm gonna have to undo everything anyway here in a couple of days. I had to reorder some cable management crap without going into a lot of detail. So, do I play any other games besides Overwatch? On stream and in content currently, no. I do generally play other video games, though. Yes, I play 7 Days to Die is one of my other favorites to play. I think that if I were gonna play any other video games right now, it would probably be that one, because I just enjoy it a lot. It's a game I used to create content in, actually. And I think about the only time I'll create content in that game again is when my wife and I get our channel off the ground, because that's what we enjoy gaming together, is like games like that. Cornmeal King, facts, bro. I was curious, was there a reason for no stream yesterday? Yeah, John, I actually mentioned it at the very beginning, but you may not have been here. Totally cool. I live streamed. I didn't live stream last night because I was at a concert. So I usually about once a year at this point I try to go to a concert, just kind of unwind. So I went and saw it's Christian metal. So it was like headliner was Demon Hunter, and then he had Convictions, Cultist, and War of Ages. I'm actually wearing their t-shirt right now. It's a dope design. Let me move this out of the way in case you missed that. It's a dope design. I don't know if it's flattened out or not, but there you go. I think the mic needs respraying. Yeah, it's probably does. Probably does. Get another $5 can of spray paint, and I think the windscreen that because it's not, spoiler alert, this isn't actually the mic. That's the actual mic underneath it, and it works fine this way. The problem is when you do things like the plosives, you can hear a lot more of that make that sound, right? But if you slap this bad boy on there, I could rotate it and give you guys a little bit of a better view, but the plosives are not quite as invasive on it. So classic pop filter. Oh yeah, classic. And it's literally like $8, and I spray painted it red. There wasn't a red option that fit this mic, so it was fun, John. I had an absolute blast. I went with a friend. I was gonna go with two, but the other guy ended up having to bail out, unfortunately, last minute. He had a pretty rough migraine, so those red accents look so nice. Appreciate it, homie. It's literally was a $5 can of spray paint at Walmart. I spray painted the foam windscreen, the shock mount. You can kind of see it if I pull it out of here a little bit further. The shock mount for the microphone is this piece here, kind of the red that you see. I spray painted it as well. The black wiring that actually suspends the microphone in the air, it's left alone. But yeah, and then the cable itself, the XLR cable, is red. So I just think it looks good. So, but I'll tell you right now, like, as much as I love my microphone, if I could give you guys one piece of advice, like, don't blow a bunch of money on a microphone like this, because the microphone combo with the Wave XLR that I used as the audio interface, it's probably about $500 US between the two. And these days you can get a really good USB microphone for right around half that. Like the Beacon mic is one that I have not myself used, but I have seen way too many audiophiles like me use that and go, holy crap, there's literally almost no need to go XLR if you're a streamer. And digital, like gaming content creator especially. There are reasons to go higher quality. There are reasons to go XLR. There's a lot of that. But I think for most people, that Beacon is such a great microphone. I mean, it's like $280, I think, US. So, black and red's best combo. That's how I feel, too. Goes well with my headphones, too. So, yeah, these headphones are also custom a bit. I'll tell you a little bit about it, and then we'll get into the game. So, these are the SteelSeries Arctis Pro Wireless. And they are a wireless, I know you're surprised, headphone. But they have these little caps on them. The headphones are originally all black, so I just spray painted the caps. I actually got this idea from a 7 Days to Die at the time YouTuber. I don't know if he still creates 7 Days content or not. Jawoodle, for those that are familiar. He did this. He has the same headset, and he did a very similar thing, but he did his in purple. So I was inspired by that. I went ahead and did the red here. The ear cups are actually not technically for these headphones. They just fit, so I didn't really care. And then the ski band, that's the only thing I don't care for about the SteelSeries headphones is the ski band. It's just not my thing. You can see it literally doesn't do anything. I mean, it just kind of sits there. So, for me anyway, there's different people that have, like, their heads are shaped differently. Excuse me. So it actually does some benefit for them, but these are actually not supposed to sit on your head. They're supposed to be suspended above it. It just doesn't work. And even when they're brand new, like even in the ski strap was brand new, it doesn't do it for me, so... But anyway, it's the only it's the only headset that I could find that was wireless with hot swappable batteries. Like these ones, actually, I could probably go ahead and swap the battery out real quick. I didn't like wireless headphones because most of the time their battery life was absolutely cheeks. So they come with 2 batteries. And then on this side here, if I remove the cap, you can see there's the battery exposed there. My headphones turn off. I swap it. I push the button here. It turns them back on. And now my headphones are back up and running with a brand new battery in it. And then this one, the one that was close to dead, it actually just sits in the actual dock for the headphones, where the wireless dock is. It actually charges in there as well. So, hi, gorgeous. Yes. Hi, handsome. What are you doing? You want to come see Dad now? You're gonna go night-night? You want to say hello? He's like, I don't know. Where do I look? Mwah. No. No. Don't do it. He's like, okay, I'll take your headphones then. What's up, Bidoof? Good to see you, homie. Sates. I'm not sure if, or S8s, maybe is how you're supposed to say it. And Shrike. Thanks so much for the follows over on Twitch. I appreciate it, homies. Get. That's mine. No. Hey. No. I'm gonna tickle your feet. Tickle, 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 tickle. Hi, buddy. You want to take him back? Oh. Oh, no. Oh. Oh, no. Oh. Bonk. Oh. Oh. Go over, mama. Love you, buddy. He's looking at me like, how dare you get rid of me? You have betrayed me. David. Hi. Have I betrayed you? Yeah. He's like, how dare you? How dare you steal that car? I am absolutely disgusted. I don't know what that voice was. That's a weird voice. Definitely is not the original voice or anywhere close. Listen, if you guys are here for the first time, or maybe you've been here a little bit over the last little while and I've just been really bad about this, which I definitely have been. This community believes in one core principle, regardless of our differences, individual preferences in life, of belief systems, faiths, any of that kind of stuff. You don't have to believe any particular thing or set of beliefs to be here. The one thing that unites us is a very simple principle, and that principle is that life is difficult. Don't do it alone. I think pretty much all of us can agree, especially in this crazy messed up world we're in right now. Life is not getting any easier. It's getting more and more difficult. And I'm telling you personally, that motto has gotten me through a lot. My personal encouragement as a byproduct of our community's motto, my personal encouragement is 3 things. Find Christ, find friendship, and find community. In that order, so that when life hits the fan, you can pray to an infinite God who loved you enough to send his son to die for you, effectively bridging the gap between us and him that our behavior created. And the second is friendship. Friendship's there when things start spiraling out of control in your life and you just need that one-on-one connection to talk through things that are going on. We all have, hopefully, that friend that you call up when things hit the fan and you just need to vent. Maybe you don't necessarily need advice, but you just need to get it off your chest. You share the burden. Friendship is pivotal to getting through life. And the third piece is certainly not the least important thing of life, but it is on this list, and that's community. Community is there for when life hits the fan at a practical level. You need help at a large scale. Maybe you need your rent paid. Maybe you need some food on the table. These things are very practical, but your 3 or 4, maybe at the best, at the high end of your closest friends are probably, as much as they'd love to help you with those things, they can't quite bear that burden alone, so a community of a larger scale helps. If any of those things are, like, at all enticing to you, I ask one thing. Please join and become active in our Discord. We have an area that you can choose to opt into if you'd like, where you can have discussions with people who who completely disagree with you. You can agree with each other, you can completely disagree, but you talk through these things. You find each other's differences and go into this with a learner and educator mindset, and I promise you it's going to be a really fruitful place to be. It challenges your beliefs, makes you think about things a little differently. But I am going to pray for us. I know that not everybody here is a Christian, and I want you to know I respect that. But I really want to be more bold in sharing my faith. This is something that I have felt very convicted of personally. So if it's not your cup of tea, I'm not going to sit here and preach at you, get my Bible out, and knock you over the head with it. All I'm going to do is pray. And it takes 2 minutes. If that's not your cup of tea, come back in like 3 minutes. Come back in 3 minutes. I'd be honored to have you back on the other side of it. Father, thank you for today. I want to pray that you would fill me with the humility that it takes to reach the people you're asking me to reach. Restore in me the original drive and motive of why I do everything that I do, which is to honor and glorify you. Empty me of the things that will distract from what you've asked me to do, and fill the void that those have left with things that will help me focus on the things you've called me to do. Wins or losses tonight, God, I pray that I give you the glory and that I would continue to exemplify a learner's mindset. I have not been good at that except in the last maybe 2 streams at most. And shame on me for that. Help me to do better. Help me to be an example. Not because I want anybody to remember who I was, but to hopefully remember that, hey, there's this guy that I watched once and talks about his faith. I always hope that that's what I'm remembered for. But the only way to make that happen is to actually live it and talk it out. Go before me tonight. In Jesus' name. Amen. Thank you for being here. I understand that vast majority of you are probably not Christians here, but I am beyond thankful that you chose to stick around through that. Please know that regardless of your personal beliefs or faith or ideologies, I have nothing but love in my heart for you. We don't have to agree. Something that I wish society would get back to that place. I don't know if we might be too far gone for it at this point. But I really wish we'd get back to the point where we realized that it's okay to disagree with each other. It's actually normal and it's healthy. So what's up? Is it? You'll have to remind me how to say your name. I feel like I've seen you in the chat. I'll say it that way. Is it Nizam or Nizam or something else? What's up, Camo Scout? Good to see you, by the way. I completely agree. Golden Rule is a big deal. For sure. Do I think Apply's VOD review is the reason people started hating you? I feel like his comments were very unnecessary. No, I don't think it was. I think my beliefs are actually what originally sparked that. I think what sparked the vocal of it, like the vocalness, the amount of people, the noise that's been created, I believe he accidentally sparked that. I actually don't believe he did it on purpose. I really don't. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm believing the best in somebody, but I actually really want to believe the best in him and believe he had all the best intentions. It just didn't work out well. But it gave me a boost in recognition, which was difficult to balance for the first little bit because there was a lot more negative at the very front. But now in the long term, it was a net positive for me. It's pronounced Nizam. Okay, cool. Try to remind me if you don't mind. So that's what I would say, anime. I have no hatred towards Apply. I have no animosity towards him. I even left a comment on that video where he VOD reviewed me. I didn't watch the VOD review because he VOD reviewed my Doomfist, and I don't have any interest in playing Doom. It was for a video one-off, so I didn't have any interest learning the hero, so I didn't watch the VOD review, but I did watch the rest of it. And I thought it was really funny. I think his sense of humor is very widely misunderstood by a lot of people, and that's really sad. I think that his sense of humor is very dry. And consequently, when he says things, people misinterpret it. So, appreciate that, Nizam. Overwatch Twitter hates me because of my old tweets before I joined Overwatch Twitter. But even looking back, it wasn't even hateful. Insensitive, maybe, but it is what it is. Yeah, I think that's another thing, too. The world's gotten soft, man. Myself included, sometimes. You know, where we take things so personally when most of the time it probably isn't personal. It can be, sure, but most of the time it's really not. So focusing on bans here, I'll go ahead and, I forgot you guys are not wanting me to use this scene. So we're going to ban Ryan just because he's a pain to play into on maps like this. I really don't want to deal with Mei, and I don't want to deal with Wu Yang. I feel like he's still pretty strong. So we're hard banning Sombra, it looks like. Sombra Ryan is most likely going to be the case, or Sombra Wu Yang. Yeah, Sombra Ryan. No Roadhog or Freya either. These are good things. Oh, hey, my camera's not on. Sorry. I recorded some, I think, clips recently. I just forgot to turn it back on. But if you disagree with me, that means you're evil because obviously I'm a paragon of virtue. Yeah, true. True. What did you say that was so bad? There's a few things, I think. Namely, when Venture was released, I talked about the fact that my Christian faith would indicate that non-binary is not a thing. You're either a man or you're a woman. There is no in between. But in that same video and in the same breath, I said, but I'm not going to be disrespectful to those that believe that they are non-binary. It's not something you're going to find from me. So I pissed off both Christians and folks that were members of the LGBT. It wasn't on purpose. But it definitely, to me, when you piss off both sides of an argument, to me, that is an absolute victory. Okay, that's just wildly unnecessary. I just got trolled. So yeah, that's all. Well, we're gonna have to commit to this direction here. Okay, we're gonna back out. Oh, we don't need to. We're actually capping point. Yeah, please, keep giving me max charge. We won't stand in the choke point there. Okay. I don't really want to give up the space, and it's just a Zen, I think, over here. Oh, the Zen may have dropped, actually. Okay, so we're going to walk. Zarya's walking to point. We can probably separate her team. Okay, they have a pretty low healing output. Oh, they did swap to Baptiste. Okay, we're good so far. Ooh, I just got absolutely beamed here. I'm gonna back up. Okay, we step back around. If we can get the Zen out early. Okay, we are going to back up here a little bit. Oh, that was, yeah, that was good. Good follow-up from my team. I'm thankful they did, because that would have been a really embarrassing way to lose that fight. Karma's Messenger, you're absolutely right. You cannot please everyone. And as Christians, we ought to be living to serve the Lord. And I'm completely with you on that. Something I've been working on a bit more is not having to desire the approval of anybody else. Okay. Okay, we're going to come back over here. Okay, we're going to try and hold some space. Okay. Okay, we're going to try and... Okay. Block off the... Oh, okay. Okay. We gotta grab out of that. I tried to body block the Mercy. I just misplayed that, I think. But I'd have to review it. In the moment, it feels like I might have. Anime, I appreciate that. I'm actually going to be joining Rank Up Academy. I keep meaning to do it. I just haven't made the time. I have the dollars set aside for it. I literally have failed to make the time. Oh, I'm so cooked. Great hold on his part. That was good. It's a good play. I should have known that was up. So, oh. Yeah, I just threw the fight. My fault. Completely my fault. Just looking at the wrong target. How much does Rank Up Academy cost? I think it's 75 US. Man, this would be a really embarrassing one to have them turn around. I'm going to walk straight at the point. What? Guys, go touch the point. Okay. Oh, I thought we weren't going to touch the point. That grab was clutch. Followed by the dragon. Perfect. I mean, just truly, like, that was really well played. That was about one of the only ways we would have won that round. That was good. But I'll tell you the big reason that I've decided to join Rank Up Academy. I'm going to try it for a month. But I told, it wasn't as a condition of him helping me. He helped me without any expectation. Awkward did. And I just, like, for me, I know how valuable his time is, and I respect that in all areas. When people put in their time, if you can afford to pay them and they normally get paid to do that, you should pay them. And I'm like, you know what, we can afford to pay, you know, the company that he's running, the academy he's running, however you want to put that. And I feel like that's the right thing to do. That's just a moral thing to me. So. Okay, they're all moving through. Where did... Am I tripping? Okay, we're gonna walk. That's a problem. Okay. Yep, let's get the charge back. We won the fight. What's up, Deaton? Yeah, we changed camera angle up a bit. I don't think there's much we can do here. We're going to try and keep our Ana up. Not sure why the Ana positioned over there. We'll wait for our team. Oh, I'm cooked. Man. I feel like I could have played this better. Do I believe in counter swapping? There really is a question that is not worth answering unless you're actually asking it, and I feel like too many people are asking the wrong question. Do I believe the counters exist? Absolutely. Do I myself choose to counter swap instead of learning to play the game better? No. Guys. Why are we still sitting in spawn? We didn't walk. Okay, it's alright, I did my job. Only so much you can do. That was a good round. Yeah, we just... I don't know why we didn't walk there. That was super weird. It's not just awkward though. He's got some other folks that coach as well, if I'm not mistaken. What's up, Waffler? Good to see you. Just Jacobs, good to see you as well. Mills is also a really good coach, yeah. That's kind of how I look at it, or Jacobs, that's in my opinion as well. All right, let's lock in. This is close enough that I can be the difference, and should be. So, I don't know how to say your name. Is it Kara? Is it cool if I just call you Kara, or do you call it something else generally? Oh, no, I'm right next to you. Oh my. Alright, that's just unfortunate. I really thought I was gonna be okay. Weeb name, gotcha. Would you do coaching in the future? I mean, yeah, but I mean, I'm a little ways off, I think, from coaching. You know what I mean, Shane? Barely getting the game's fundamentals down myself. I don't think it would be fair for me to do it yet. Okay. Good cover. Okay. Okay. I hate Mei so much. My fault completely, but I literally despise people who play Mei. Oh, we're rezzing from behind? Oh, okay. I am cooked if you Mei balls. How did both of my bubbles get cooked and I don't have more charge? Anybody else see that? We die on point. We burned a lot of ultimates there. We literally used every ult. Okay. So it begins. Alright. Winnable. Doesn't matter. Okay. Come on, you guys. Okay, we get point. We cannot lose point, though, and we gotta farm ults. Let's try and take some space here. I need to move forward. Okay, don't use bubbles. Just hang on to bubbles. That's a... Oh my gosh, where's our Mercy? That's really frustrating. I could have been the reason we won that. That's my fault. Oh, man. That sucked. I think that Grav was definitely my biggest mistake, though. Close game. Hate losing it, but it was a close game. Little demotion protection there, and that's all right. Can Zar hit headshots? No. There's no headshot multiplier anyway. Ryan, thanks for the follow on Kick, by the way. Is it Tiny? I assume is what your name is. Thanks for the follow on Twitch. And Gino, same to you. Appreciate it, homies. Cam's frozen. Oh no! We're borked. Hold on, I'll fix it in a second. This is. I looked over. That's a really good angle right there on me. That is my best angle, actually. Oh. Did my cam link just die? That's interesting. Okay. Well, I actually really don't know what happened there. We'll have to look at that in a second. Normally I can deactivate it and activate it. My camera's still on. Golly. All right, I'm plugging back in. Have you tried unplugging it and plugging it back in? Oh, don't ban Zarya. We're trying to pick Zarya, David. Come on, focus. Okay. Havana, though? Oh, good lord. Okay, we immediately banned Widowmaker. Actually, Hanzo, as strong as he is right now. Widow right behind. And then we can ban Wu Yang. The longest break I've ever taken from Overwatch would have been when I tried out Rivals. Okay, let me try and deactivate and activate the camera again. Yeah, my camera might be cooked, guys. We'll figure. My camera's fine. It's plugged in. I'll look into that in a minute. Wait. Actually, I might know what it was. Hold on. Figure this out.
We will crush them. The eye will not fail.
How long was that? I'm not too sure. You could actually look on my YouTube channel that you're on, and whenever I was live streaming it, that was when I was taking in a hiatus. I actually really don't know what's going on with my camera, so we'll look into that after. So for now, I'll just do. We can just turn off the whole thing. We'll just turn off camera for now. It's fine. Kind of weird, but I don't think I've ever streamed no cam, so we'll finish this game and then I'll do some troubleshooting. Very unfortunate, though. I'm not sure what's going on. I haven't had... So, if you're talking the last OBS build, if you're talking about build 32, I have not myself actually utilized it. I didn't do the update. Okay, still have another bubble. Okay, we got Bob up. No sleep on the bomb. Okay, decent. I don't use the Elgato software for the cam link. I mean, it's just, the source is just the cam link 4K. So I don't know if there's like a different source you would use for the, you know, fed through the software kind of deal. He's got Shatter. Okay, we get the Reinhardt. We are very heavily down though. Yo, Cadbane coming in with the prime, 19 months. There's an OG, bro. I appreciate it. Do I play Stadium? I don't currently. I've thought about doing some Stadium content though. Okay. Ryan can be a pain for sure, but they've used Nano and they've used Shatter. Probably get rezzed. Okay. Who's stronger in my opinion, Ram or Orisa? It really just depends on, I mean, current state, Orisa for sure. Ram got nerfed into the ground. Oh, okay. Why don't I play 66? Incidentally, if you guys have been curious about that, generally speaking, it's been because I've been super opposed to open queue. I just am not a fan of the unformatted. Like, I don't mind like not role locking for a game, but I do mind the open structure to where there isn't like a norm, like, you know, in 5v5 you have one tank, 2 and 1-2-2. If it was like 2-2-2 consistently, I think in 66 it'd be less of an issue. I am antied. Yeah, good anti-nade from there on. I was too far forward. I don't think you should be role locked. I think you should be able to swap roles in game. I'm not sure how that would work out in a 2-2-2 lock situation, but like... Oh, okay. A little premature apparently in my bubbling. I get headshot. Yeah. They should be able to get this Zarya, though. She's only 1 HP with no bubbles. Too busy tabbing out and figuring out who left the game. This is why I hate Havana, by the way. Third point is just unnecessary. Yeah, only so much I can do. Third point is so gross. They are down to support, though. This should be a win, despite the fact that they held us at third. I just feel that a 2-2-2 should be core of 66, but it can get inconsistent with what players want to play. I feel like it shouldn't be roll lock, but able to be consistent with how many rolls there are, but also not being able to switch the rolls. I guess I'm not sure I understand. I'm gonna explicitly say how I feel like 66 would go very well. You have a 2-2-2 that is forced. 2 heroes, or 2 players per roll. However, you can open queue, meaning that you queue all, so to speak, and you fill. And basically, it's a lot like League of Legends, where you have people calling the lane they want to play, but you just do it in your game, right? But then you're not locked on that role. Just like in League, you aren't locked, right? Eventually, there's a roaming phase. It's a little bit of a different game, obviously, but yeah, that is where I'm at. I think that's where 66 would shine. I think 66 is objectively the better format. I do. I think that. But I just don't like the way they currently run it with open queue. So, where there is no... Okay, we walk. Okay, we get full charge, and then I almost died because I forgot how to walk around a wall. No, why am I reloading? Okay. Oh, man. Oh, I gotta play this. I'm gonna probably die here if I don't play this more carefully. Guys, what are we doing? What are we doing? Jeez. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. She's standing out in the open. We are down to support. We need to back up a bit more. Grab the mega. I mean... This is, okay, we have both. How much longer until that mega is up? I probably can't do much here. I mean, I'm just gonna walk straight at the point. We're all standing here. I really hope we don't just get walked on right now. I don't understand why we're not walking forward. Yes, mittens. Yes. Okay. Our Ashe dies. I'm cooked. Oh my gosh, dude. Actually, what are we doing right now? Yeah, they're walking around that corner. Hello? What are we doing? Oh my good lord. Am I completely out of my mind to think that we should not be losing this like this? Like, I feel like this is this is like bordering on my team is throwing a game. Like, this is so wild. I'm still gonna look and see what I can do better because I can't control anybody else, but like, it's still winnable. This is just crazy how much we're getting walked on. Okay, gotta walk. Probably gonna die because I'm walking across so far. We're gonna have a lot of space too, unnecessarily. I need to walk up. How is this chick alive? Oh, the mega. Yeah, no. You don't get to just leave. Okay. I've died a lot. I need to review my own gameplay this game. Regardless win or loss, this is one that I am playing poorly. My team's not doing well either, but like, again, I can't change them, so why bother worrying about it? I am cooked. Guys, why are we all the way back here? Like, all four of us are all the way back here when I'm holding all this space. I guess, in all fairness, they're ranged heroes. So, we had to give up all that space. Oh. We gotta try and take up as much space as we can here. Oh, yeah, now we're cooked. I mean, I could have done so much more that game, man. Hopefully it's not over and we can maybe turn this into something better. Our So just holding her own really well. Okay. This is winnable, but I gotta lock it in here. We have a nano. Actually, if I can get my, oh, that was a wasted bubble on my part. That's a stagger and a half. We have a lot of not ult charge, but charge. No, my camera died. The camera feed died for some reason. This is awkward. Okay. We really just let her get grabbed and she lives. Okay, guys. What are we doing? Huh? I mean, we might be cooked here unless we go touch that point. We're cooked. There is no freaking way, dude. Am I tripping? Am I tripping here? Like, man, I gotta review that one, because now we're back in Diamond 4, but like, which is fine. I mean, you're gonna D-rank and it's part of the learning process, but like, that's so infuriating, man. Man, hate seeing a demotion, but that's alright. It's part of it. Let me see if I can figure out what happened with the cam here. Oh, this is a full camera scene. My bad. Well, let's just try turning it off. It's not overheating. The camera itself seems to be fine. Team has W phobia. Apparently so did I, because I could have won that. So it's just as much on me. So I mean, I can't fix the teammates, so I can only fix me. I'm not gonna bother wasting my time worrying about them. I get what you guys are saying, but I'll notice, like, and I really want to point this out to a lot of you. I wish my camera was on so you could see my body language and stuff. This isn't an attack on any of you. It's just that, like, you have to recognize that it doesn't really matter if your team did this or your team did that. I really don't think we should have lost that. I should have been able to be the difference in that, just like I should have been in the last one. So I'm just going to review it and kind of look and see for, like, a key mistake I can work on in the next game. But I need to figure... I'm trying to figure out the camera situation here. So the camera link is still showing up in my list of devices that's available. It says the device is working properly. So it's being detected. I'm going to unplug the cam link and plug it back in. Give me just a moment. What's up, Rex? Good to see you. Okay. Let's try deactivate. Activate. I've got a virtual cam. Okay, so the... Oh, no, my cam link has completely disappeared from Elgato, or from OBS. Okay. But the device is still recognized in my devices. I really don't want to have to buy another capture card, dudes. Low key, if I have to buy a capture card, I'm just gonna... Yeah, there... Oh, okay, so I unplugged it and plugged it back in, and that literally cooked it, so... Alright, well, no camera tonight. We'll just do that. I'm not gonna lose the opportunity to queue. And learn. So, no cam tonight, guys. Sorry about that. I know you... let's see. I don't think you did bad. It's just that they were playing poke-heavy characters, but I think they could have helped you more in that last fight. And besides the Soj trying to touch and holding points for a pretty long time, yeah. I mean, I could have done a bit more, and that's all I can really change, Helix, you know? I don't think I saw the Twitch Turbo update, no. I didn't start watching into the last couple fights. Outside, but the only thing I noticed on the last grab, once they nanoed the Tsar inside your bubble, I would have backed up a tad sooner, because then they orbed and 5-stacked you. Sucks not being able to capitalize on that, but I think they countered it pretty well. Yeah, they just outplayed it. That's like I said, I'm not angry about it or anything. It was frustrating for sure, but it is just as much my fault as it is anybody else's, and I can't control them. So we're gonna look at me if I can get my stuff to load here. So let's look over the game reports here. Hello? That was weird. Okay. I want to look at my charge. Okay, my charge is actually decent. With the Twitch Turbo update, you can choose what part of the stream you want to watch. Oh, it gives you like a VOD opportunity or like a... That's kind of cool. I like that. I'm glad they're doing that, Mittens. Are you a Turbo user? So my charge was good. anything 50% or higher for me is not bad at all. So I then look at, and this is just gives me like something to preliminarily be aware of. I think I just died too freaking much, man. I really think that if I die less here, that we might have been able to make it work. And I think after realizing that my supports just weren't looking at me in the right moments, I should have probably just played a little bit slower. So we had Mercy, we had Ana. Ana is good healing output, and they combined put out more healing than the other team. But I'm trying to figure out, okay, so when I look at this, I can tell you almost immediately what the problem is. Compared to, we did more damage than they did, we got more limbs. Oh, no, maybe I can't tell you what it is. We did a lot more damage. This feels like I'm shooting the tank too much and I'm dying a lot. So I'm going to look for those two things and just see if I'm right. If I'm wrong, then I can look at something else. But I think we'll find that I was shooting the tank too much and probably just not getting in the right positions. So that's fair, Mittens. That's fair. And new tank teas, do you hyped? I haven't seen the new tank teas, so I have no idea what you're talking about. You're playing into a lot of poke. You have to be careful with bubbles since they get burned super quick. That's probably true. And the other thing too is like, you have to play to your strengths. So if they play poke, I need to play brawl. But if I look at my composition, it's almost impossible for me to play into brawl or play as a brawl tank. So I think it was just a lot of learning opportunities for sure. Install as much as their tank is my best guess looking at the stanks. Look at the stanks. Look at the stats. I can't even speak. Yeah, that's not a horrible observation. I'm not necessarily going to disagree with you on that. Team synergy with heroes was a factor. I mean, I'll just agree to disagree with you on that. Well, actually, no, I'll take that back. A factor, yes. A big enough factor to worry about it? No. That's where I would say. I feel everybody... Why is screen frozen? Oh, we're paused right now, sorry. Like if I can click on the screen here, you can see... Whoops, what the heck? So one of their tank's deaths could have been 30 seconds of point stall. I see what you're saying. Yeah, no, I'm with you, Sutra. You're not... Yeah, I'm not misreading you. You're good, bro. Okay, so I just want to watch my gameplay back here. So we're gonna... You got more kills, but they won, so they moved the point more. I don't think I did get more kills than... Oh, our team did collectively, is maybe what you're saying. So almost immediately right here. I think I played too afraid of the Reinhardt. I needed to positionally kind of swing over here. This is free access at their backline. Unfortunately, I was really playing into Reinhardt's strengths, and I couldn't really hit their backline, and this is what's going to force them back. The Rein is just a big shield, right? That's just right in the way. Why didn't you go Rein for a change, especially at the end when they kept getting too close for comfort? Because I don't swap for that being the problem. There's too many people that think there's too many people that think that you need to swap in order for you to win a game. It's really not usually the case. So let's look at me again here. Me. There we go. Yeah, left side of the payload. Yeah, exactly. And unfortunately, from what I remember, I stay over here on the right side for too long. I don't get that pylon out, which kind of is what it is. I'm reloading a lot. This is a bad habit of mine, but that's okay. Decent charge. Got to bubble up. This is an opportunity to play aggressively. So I keep going into the right side here. Kind of definition of insanity so far. And this may be in and of itself kind of one of those things that I just need to work on in next game. It ends up working, but it probably could have worked a little bit faster. We've already lost a minute and 40 or minute and 20. Yeah, okay, so we got a good first point cap here. But they capped a lot faster than we did, I feel like. With Czar, when you start the game, is one of the first things you're supposed to look for is charge, or is it more to try and establish position? You want to get charge. From what I've been coached on, basically your first 2 bubbles are to get charge, and then your bubbles after that are to take space, give space, you know, kind of use that. Left side, you could have gotten healed while shooting at the back line. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I understand what you're saying. I suspected he had shatter, was I right? Okay, no, he was close. But the way his behavior, like his pattern and stuff was, that was a good bubble on the Mercy. I get rezzed. Isam, thank you so much for the follow on Twitch. I appreciate it, homie. I need to go up high ground here. Good aggressive play. But is anybody here? No, see, like, this is a good play, but if I had been more aware of where my DPS are, they're up on high ground. They couldn't capitalize on this. I think some of the plays themselves were, like, in and of themselves good plays. They just weren't. They were either poorly timed. So I realized Ryan's low ground. I have an opportunity to push. I am playing a little too scared for how much health I actually had, and then I dropped down like a moron here. Okay, so I think a lot of this is just like a mistiming of engagements. And then, like, almost too slow, specifically. And then when I finally do it, like, and what I mean by that is, like, I finally do the engagement. And the engagement itself seems okay. Like, it doesn't seem like a horrible engagement. But it's just too late. So, let's just... I'm gonna play another game here. We're Diamond 4 now. That's fine. I mean, it is what it is. We'll see what we can figure out here. Yeah, true, Sutra. True. I'm going to play New Queen Street. I'm going to step away and change my fan's direction real quick. Our AC went out today, so I'm trying to pull in the cold air.
Select your hero.
Being aware of it is probably true to a large degree. I don't think that's the biggest thing to take away. That's an area I would agree to disagree on. We are on New Queen Street, so realistically, I don't want to play into Reinhardt. I don't want to play... Actually, I don't want to play into Winston, and I don't want to play into Hanzo and Wu Yang. Those are going to be my bans. The fact that we're banning Doomfist and Genji in the current state is wild. But... especially because we're playing Sombra, that like you hard counter both those tanks. That's so strange. I'm not sure how to say your name. I'm gonna call you Thy Corrupted. Thanks so much for the follow on Twitch, by the way. I do appreciate it. Alright. So, again, the learner's mindset's all we're worried about tonight. It sucks to see that we deranked to Diamond 4, but that's still okay. What's important is we lost 2 games back-to-back where I could have had a higher impact. And I think that I was just mistiming my engagements pretty heavily. Okay. This is an interesting setup here. Feels weird not having my cam on, guys. I don't think I've streamed without a cam ever. except like the very beginning stages of my stream. And even that, it was like maybe the first week or two, and I went and bought a C920 for like 30 bucks. I'll have to do some troubleshooting on what happened with the cam link, because it just stopped working. My capture card stopped working for the camera for some reason. Just middle of stream it froze and I couldn't get it to come back. So rather than cancel the stream over a camera, I figured I'd just wing it. Whoops. Okay, so they are on Reinhardt. Remember the big thing with Ryan. Okay, good. Shot the tank a lot, but it worked because I kept the pressure on him. Okay. We push forward here. Nope. That'd be a shatter. Okay. My 2 DPS are doing a really good job going for the back line. Low key, we're getting a little carried by them, but at the same time, I'm keeping their tank occupied enough for them to make those plays. So. What's up, PG Eat? Yeah, the chatter is correct on that. My capture card decided to stop working. He's got shatter. Moira. Yeah, you're gonna die, so I'm just gonna let you do that. Okay, can't do that. Not the jump up perk, got it. Go in here and grab the mini. Okay. A little delayed on that one. Did he get trapped? No? What was that? Sorry, I'm sitting still for a second. Needing a beard trim and haircut soon. That or I just need to do it myself at this point. I mean, we got Soldier Visor, their Shatter, and they got my Grav, so I think that was still a good ult. It, you know, it completely negated the value of the Soldier Visor, I believe. So they have now swapped. I don't know if our Moira gets out. Okay. Oh, I tried to bubble. Unfortunate. Alright. Should have been paying attention to where my supports were. My fault. Oh, she's cooked. Both my DPS are playing very well, though. Your favorite Shogun. Thank you so much for the follow on Twitch. Another Zarya swap. Yeah, dude. She's strong this season for sure. We're gonna try and back out. Yeah, the camera capture card is borked at the moment. I'm not sure why yet. Could be something very easily fixed, but I just don't have the time to troubleshoot right now. We got games to win. May have been a little overkill, but that's okay. Whatever. Lucy. Big rally. You could consider getting off payload or DPS would greatly benefit from your bubbles when flanking. That is true, but also it didn't really feel like anybody else was pushing the payload and somebody's got to. So, but I'm with you. Appreciate the kind words, y'all. I do. And I do appreciate the feedback too. Constructive criticism is always welcome. Yeah, Festus, I can see what you're saying, but that hasn't worked out well for me in the past. There's been too many games where I've done that and people have just decided they didn't want to do it anymore. What's up, Backline Brig? My camera's borked today on me. Unlucky. Capture card is anyway. Can you go to practice range? No. You probably said that before I got into a game. I feel like one of my kids is like freaking out right now. Maybe two of them are freaking out. I can't quite tell. I've texted my bride and might have to step away here. But she normally has it under control, that's why I'm not super worried about it, but yeah. Is that why they're freaking out?
No, but
They're just having overly tired moments, okay. They probably saw that you're in insane gameplay and started getting hyped. True. I'll have to make it quick because I'm getting in a game. But
I don't know. Did I start game recording?
oh, we banned Zarya, huh? Who banned it? Was our team? Nah, it's the enemy team. Sick, dude. We play Orisa then. Orisa becomes incredibly easy to play when you don't have a Zarya to worry about. So, alright. You guys get to see some rare non-Zarya gameplay. You excited? I hope you guys are as excited as I'm not. I'm not excited at all, but I am excited for Lijiang, one of my favorites. No, probably not the best use of gold there. Okay, their tank is down. Alright. Okay. Both my supports were to my left. I assumed I'd get healed. My fault for assuming. No one has capped point, I guess. There's no reason not to cap point. Okay, well, we're gonna try and retake server here slowly. Okay, Queen's strength into an Orisa. Okay, we just are not paying any attention. Dude. Okay. Alright, gotta get my Orisa gameplay moment here. Okay. Yeah, the cam link decided to go. Oh, whatever, Austin. Get out of here. We're gonna have to try and ult first here. Oh, we're just gonna let him have the point? Oh, I was gonna say, surely you die on point here. We got some extra percentage because they're holding it. That was actually a really bad use of gold once again. Yep, once again, I keep using gold first, and that is a really bad habit of mine on Orisa. Lucio's gonna go for point, I feel like. Good support ults there. There we go. We did good. We accidentally caught a Freya ult. I'm not sure if you guys noticed that. I happened to hit Spear Spin right as Freya ulted on their team, and I caught it, so.
Not as quick as I used to be, but I'm still the fastest gun in the New West.
Yeah, no, my Orisa, I mean, guys, you have to understand, like, hours-wise, I don't think it's anywhere. It pales in comparison to Czar. Give me just a minute and I'll show you. If we go time played, all competitive seasons, Zarya is 175 hours. Orisa is 19. Like, it is literally barely over a tenth of the hours. So, but Orisa's not a horribly complex tank, I don't feel like. Neither is Zarya, to be fair. Okay, so they sim TP'd on. It's fine. They do have a Symmetra. Forgot I can charge that up. Our Ana's coming in. I can't read. That's true, I can't read. That is correct. Okay. Dang it. Good idea, didn't quite work. Good idea, just didn't work. I was anti'd, it was probably just poor timing. I think the idea was good though. Okay. This cannot get booped. Okay, we got the point back. We have 2 ults, almost a third. We need to try and prevent them from setting up for a TP. Symmetra is so gross, man. Good plays though. Like I said, I don't play a lot of Orisa, so I will give myself a lot of grace on the fact that it's not a hero I play nearly as much as Zar. So I could play Queen. I feel like I would not play Queen very well.
Is an easy target.
It's all good. People can backseat if they want. It doesn't bother me. Games have been pretty decent, Nate. How's things going for you today? Yeah, I know who someone is. Interesting. Once again, using the wrong cooldown. We have a lot of space. A lot happening here. God, Symmetra is so cheap. Okay. See you later, Austin. Have a good night, homie. Okay, we're gonna come back. I'm lagging again. Dude, that's what I thought. I was starting to feel it, dude. Gosh dang it, not again. Bad ultimate, but... Oh my gosh. If this continues, guys, I'm not gonna keep throwing my rank for it. Okay, we can walk with gold here. There's just only so much I could do with that team, I'm gonna be honest with you. No beautiful face today. Yeah, no. Not today. The camera decided to be borked today. A good plays from their queen. Very good player. It really would have been nice to have a team that was with me, but I tried my best. Played a hero that I don't play that often and got rolled. It happens. And they automatically swapped to Symmetra, who is very difficult to play into on Orisa. So it is what it is. We move on to the next. We give it our best go. We will see if this second game causes lag as well. If I do, then I'll top out. Let's be call good. Nice, Charles. Hangry Alpaca, thanks so much for the follow on Twitch, homie. I do appreciate it. Why is anybody voting for Numbani? Junkertown, I at least understand, but... So they had a purely brawl composition. So I kept trying to play it a little bit more poke on Orisa. It just didn't work. So counter picking works. No. No, it does not. It just makes it more irritating, and I did not adapt well enough. That was on me. For Junkertown, we definitely want the Winton ban here. And Hanzo Wuyang. Goodness, Chelsea. Sorry to hear that, homie. Micah, that's dope. Good luck on the video. Best thing I can encourage you to do, regardless of your rank, is just to continue to learn from your mistakes. Don't leave the responsibility of the game being won on your teammates. It's okay to acknowledge when your teammates aren't playing well. It's okay to acknowledge when you're like, man, there's just not much I can do here. But there's always something you can do better. Always something you can do better. So just look for those things and continue to figure that out. Again, Kai, I appreciate your thoughts. I won't go into too much of that because I don't claim to understand all that, but see if we can get somebody here. Hop on there.
Keep in sight. I'll have us in and out in no time.
Over here. Throw them into my web.
No.
Over here.
Please. It's right there.
Here to spot you.
It's the best way to eat eggs.
Put in the work.
Eating eggs is probably good, just in general. I enjoy scrambled eggs though. Who are my tank mains? It'd be Zarya, Orisa currently. That's pretty dope, Festus. Okay. Okay, we're already down one. We're gonna go back up top here, get in the cover. Yeah, we're having the lag. This is gonna have to be our last game tonight, guys. I'm gonna get hold of our ISP tomorrow and let them know that I live stream and make sure that we don't have some kind of throttling going on, because we're still in the new place here. tried. He just got ran over there. The lag spikes are really starting to frustrate me, which I really need to not let it get to me that bad, but it really does. Ain't no way. I'm cooked. Art Bap is standing still. Yeah, I think... Yeah, I'm gonna make this one my last one. Between the camera issue and then this lag that's suddenly... I mean, we're literally double the ping at a baseline and it's spiking into triple. I knew I was gonna die there, so I decided to try and get the Sojourn. So Tau-teching, I would be open to wireless interference, except that my internet connection is not wireless. So they have not shattered. This is a... man. He ripped me away. Oh my gosh, I'm lagging. This is really starting to get pretty frustrated by the internet provider here. I'm gonna have to call them and have a candid conversation, because this is one of the biggest things I was worried about when moving into this apartment. It was our only option, so there's not much I can do, but they don't allow you to have other internet providers. They have one that they use as an apartment complex, and you can choose to have a higher internet speed, which we've done. So we're paying for the highest available speed and the very best package that I'm aware of, so I don't think there's anything else I can pay for to had priority added. So it's cable internet, and that was one of the biggest things I was not excited about, but we did a test on the internet speeds themselves and they seemed fine. But man, right now it kind of feels like we're paying for really bad internet. So, and there's really no options. The only other option I'd have is to get Starlink and see if it gets any better.
The foxes fight back.
So I'm not even sure if that would be allowed in our lease. So, I don't know. We'll figure it out. Okay, here we go. Doesn't matter. We're gonna do our best. Internet lag is Not something we can control, but we can continue to do our very best and learn. Okay, we're down one. I genuinely don't really know. Whoa! I genuinely don't actually know what to do here. Okay, their tank's down. Okay, I'm healed up. Oh, buddy. No. Bro. It's one Rhine. Why are we losing 4v1 to one Reinhardt? Oh, that's why. This is these have been some tough ones tonight, man. Still learning. Like I said, this game I think is just chalked because I keep having these spikes of the internet, so we'll just have to call it good after this one. The last time we had this problem, though, there was at least a storm. Right now, there's not even a storm. It's just giving us problems for no evident reason. We're giving them a lot of space right now, guys. Oh, we swapped to Zenyatta, huh? Yeah, we are probably cooked here. Yep. I mean, I'm sorry. That's one of those games where you just truly can't do anything more. It is. That particular game is just one that I could not have done anything more for this team. So, GG's, go next. Normally, on any other night, I'd just keep going, but with the internet having spikes of lag on top of that, it's like, and the top of the fact the camera's not working. Frustrating to say the least. These two were absolutely insanely dumb. I don't understand how you died that much on Kiriko. You died 7 times on Kiri. Like, what? What are we doing there, you know? So, yeah. It is. Dumb game on a couple of players' parts. So, we just, I mean, we accept the losses on the chin. Right? We won a game. I believe this is the one after the review of the first 2 losses, correct? Yeah. And then we lost another 2. This one is truly fundamentally because I just don't know how to play this hero as well. So this was just a hero learning game. This one here, yeah, I just think this is truly one of those things. So, you know, this is just one of those games. You can't really do much for him. There's the learning mindset I was waiting for. And see, this is what's funny is like, there's some of you guys who truly wait for the moment, and it's so weird to me. I don't get it. Like, neither of you have said anything until now. Neither Kyraid's over on Twitch, or iHeart over on YouTube. And they show up, and they think that because I point out my teammates had a bad game, that I'm flaming them, and that there's, you know, that I can't improve in any way. Well, if we were going to look back at that game, there's plenty of ways I can improve. When I say there's not much more I could have done, that doesn't mean that I couldn't have played better. It just means there probably wasn't a way to win that particular one. So it's just, any of you guys that are just waiting for me to say something, it's just not a learning mindset, I think. You said yourself there's no reason to get caught up in how your teammates played. What I have said is that, and I say this every single time, so I'm going to be very clear on this. It is okay to acknowledge when your teammates are playing like garbage. That was one of those games. That's it. It's okay to acknowledge that. And if I wasn't having internet issues, we'd be VOD reviewing that particular game and looking at my mistakes, not my teammates. The learning mindset is looking for your mistakes. There is nothing wrong with acknowledging that this would have required me to play a dang near perfect game to deadlift 4 players. It just would. That's what I'm saying. Does that make sense? So I just think that some people really do, and maybe it's not you, but some people really will just wait. They're sitting in the background waiting for me to say something they disagree with, and that's the first time they talk. And it's just really sad. You know what I mean? It's really sad. And maybe it's not you guys. I'm not saying it is. It sure seemed that way, but maybe it's not. But there are people that will do that, and it's, what kind of sad life is that, you know? Well, no, okay. When I say the first time you've chatted, I don't mean in general. I mean tonight. That's all. First thing that's said tonight. Like I have people who enjoy just watching, but they don't chat much. And I just don't understand it. Like the one time that I acknowledge, I think there was like 2 games, maybe 3 at most, where I literally just outright said, like, I have no idea what my teammates are doing, but I'm sure I can play this better. So it's okay to, in the same breath, acknowledge your teammates are having a game. And I'm telling you, this is super weird. It's super weird to me. When I don't stream, and I'm gonna keep saying this because I truly believe this is true. When I don't stream, my games are infinitely better. I have considered, to prove it, legitimately going offline on all public facing stuff and queuing in an evening time slot that is different on a day that I normally stream and just taking the night off. Because we've done the streamer mode, we've done all that, but it still seems like every time I'm live, it really feels like every time I go live that the teammates I have are genuinely worse, like objectively worse. I'm trying to see if I can do I have any examples in my history? Yeah, almost for sure, Dustin. Almost for sure. No, we just had an update. This was live on stream, so it's not always the case. We had this one loss, we reviewed it. See, I don't know what time of day these were. I'll do some digging. Our AC is off too, so I'm really hot, so I'm a little more irritable than normal. So, but I'm gonna go ahead and hop off for the evening. Hopefully my internet will stop cooking itself and I'll figure out what's going on with my camera. But thank you guys so much for watching. I will catch you guys hopefully in the next one. Until then, this is Gaming for Hope. I'm signing off.